I know a lot of you don't know this, but exactly this time last year, I was jobless. Like I had no single job. I was very, very frustrated. I thought I had failed. I was so anxious and worried. I even almost fell into depression. And 1 year later, I earned from multiple sources. I know you're wondering what happened, what changed. And yeah, this is my story. Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are definitely in the right place. You are welcome. Grab a seat and make sure you subscribe so that you are part of this family. Okay, to my returning guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. Again, do not forget to subscribe and interact with this video if it was helpful to you, because I promise you by the end you will definitely gain value from it. Okay, and yeah guys, without a lot of rambling, let's jump into today's video. So yeah, as you guys have seen from the title, today we are sharing my journey, my story, 1 year apart. And yeah, we're starting Vlogmas strong with this motivation because I know a lot of you need it. I've been getting a lot of messages from people like, I am jobless, I really need a job, and I just want to share my story. So exactly this time last year, I was jobless. I know a lot of you will not believe it, but I did not have a job. Now, how did that lead up to that? So I was working with this company for 5 years, and all of a sudden they just started owing salaries. And you guys, I initially wanted to leave. You know, when you worked in a place for a while and you feel like your headspace is already like at the point where you want to leave, but you're just worried and anxious. Will I find something else? Will I get another job? That kept me there. So I stayed there for a little longer than I wanted to. I mean, I probably would have left that organization if I had stood on my ground, maybe like 2 years ago, but I did stay there. And then they started owing salaries. You guys, it was a whole lot. It even became a court case. I filed a lawsuit against them. It was a whole lot. But eventually I had to leave. And if you're interested in the whole lawsuit story and how everything played out, because we're done from court, you guys let me know and I'll share that story separately. If anybody wants to learn about how to file a company that you've worked for a while and how it turns out, or things that can help you around that, okay? So yeah, as I was saying, guys, I left this job. I was broke. Okay, I will not lie, I was not completely broke, but I didn't have any source of income. At the time, the only thing I had was my YouTube, and my YouTube was monetized, but I was barely making any income. I've shared my income on YouTube. I'll link that video up, go and watch it. So I was barely making any income on YouTube. I was just surviving, getting like $14 in a month. I was not even meeting the YouTube threshold. So at the time, I was completely with no job. Well, now the problem was that I thought I had failed. I was so scared. Okay, what if tomorrow I run out of all my savings? I'm unable to get another job. What do I do? I was in panic mode. I was anxious. I was depressed. And I filmed a video around that time where I talked about how I had failed in 2023. I'll link that video again. Go and watch it if you want to have more context as to how I really felt that time. Because you guys, I was completely falling into intense depression. But thankfully, at the time, I booked a trip a few months before that time. So I booked a trip to a West African tour. I was going to Ghana, Togo, and Benin Republic. So I packed my bags and I went and I prayed to God for peace. I just kept praying to God for peace. I kept praying to God for grace. You guys, I was so anxious. I was like, what if I can't feed myself? What if I can't do anything? I was so anxious. But you know one thing about being broke? Being broke brings a lot of innovation to your brain. In fact, that was the time when I really sat down, looked through my YouTube channel and thought about ways where I can make income. At the same time, I was multitasking, applying for so many jobs, just trying all what I could try. You guys, I was applying like crazy. So now I went on this trip. I kept praying to God for peace because at the time, you guys, I had completely lost my peace. I was not sleeping. I was always crying. Like I told you guys, I was falling into depression. It was so bad. So, when I traveled, I was sitting down trying to re-strategize as to how I'm going to kick off my YouTube channel again this year because it was into a new year. But then I said, let me just travel and take my mind off it. So I went on these tours. I was having fun. I was still applying and still thinking about strategies to bring into my YouTube channel to help it move from point A to point B, right? Now I came back from this trip and it was like back to reality. You know, when you're on trip, you're touring, you're busy, the activities, you won't really feel it. But when I came back to Abuja, that was before the new year, it was like, okay, back to your reality, Cheta. And I was like, oh God, what do I do this new year? I need finances. I need to be able to support my family in the little way that I can. And on New Year's Day, I think on the 31st, I saw this job application and I applied to it and I went to bed and I just said, God, please take control. I was really, really scared, you guys, and worried rather I just wanted a job. I just wanted something. I just wanted a source of income badly. So, I think on the 2nd, someone called me and said, hey, we got your CV for so job. And I'm like, oh, okay. When is the interview? And it's like, no need. Our CEO saw your CV and he doesn't feel there is a need for an interview. You know what? You begin on the 8th of January. And you guys, it was like film. You know when like you've been asking God for something, you've been begging God, you've been crying so hard for God to give you something. And it's like, it just happens. And I'm like, what's really going on? You guys, I was so confused, but at the same time I was thankful to God. I was happy to start a new job in January. And I did start the job in January. But while I was on the job, I told myself that so what happened before was a company let me go and I did not have any other source of income. It was like my only source of income was cut off and I was worried. So I said I have to start looking for ways to look for multiple sources of income, right? So now when that thought came to my head that Cheta, you actually have to start looking for ways where you can make multiple sources of income. That's when I really started putting in a lot of thoughts into my channel. And then I realized that I've been posting long form videos, they were not working. So I said, let me try out a variety of short form videos and just see how it responds. So then I now became a lot more intentional with planning my content, scripting, putting in effort in my shooting and editing. Like I just decided to put in more work to see how that would turn around basically. So like I said, I was doing this job on the side and also doing the content, and I was seeing a lot of improvements in views, comments. Like I was seeing a lot of improvement in my whole interaction, and I was thankful to God. I was like, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you. So at the time I was applying to a whole lot of jobs and I was not getting callbacks. Oh, okay, come and interview. I get the jobs. And at a point I was running 4 jobs, but then guys, I almost went into a mental breakdown. I had to drop a few of them so that I can just get myself again, because I was juggling this with content creation, right? So I was doing this job, I was doing my YouTube was making progress, I was seeing a lot of improvement, and then before I knew it, brands started reaching out. And you guys, I've gotten to a point where I am now rejecting jobs, coming from someone who started at a point where they were at absolutely no job. I was scared, I was anxious, I had nothing to fall back on. You guys, it took a turn. My life just took a turn overnight. And I am so thankful to God, because it is by his grace. It is by his grace. But this is just to encourage anyone out there. You know, when the year is ending, a lot of times we put pressure. Oh, this year I have a target, I have a goal. And when we don't meet up with it, we start feeling like we have failed. I want you to know that you have not failed. The only thing I want you to do is to put in a lot of intentionality with regards to that thing you're seeking. Whether it be your content creation career, whether it be your job, just put in intentionality, put in energy, put in effort. If you're applying, apply aggressively. Yes, apply like your life depends on it. If you are a business owner, market your business, like carry it at the top of your head. Online, offline marketing, be serious about putting out valuable content that will attract people to come and watch or patronize you, basically. It might not be great today, but you don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow will always take care of itself. Don't be overly anxious and worried about tomorrow. You'll be fine. Take this from someone coming from where they were coming from. I was at a very dark place. And I wish someone I saw a video like this last year when I was struggling, like someone telling me that I'll be okay. I wish someone showed me where I was right now so that I wouldn't have to have had so much anxiety and panic over where I was last year. Once you put in the effort, the results will start to show. That's one thing I can definitely assure you. So my encouragement to you is, as the year ends, don't start feeling like you failed. 2024 did not go as planned. You are fine. You can do better next year. Just do the little you can influence, and a lot others will take care of itself, okay? So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope I encourage someone with all of this. And yeah, before I wrap up this video, I want to make my shout outs for today. So if you're new here, I try to shout out small YouTubers just to encourage them, to give them a push, because I know when I started out, I needed that push so bad. And today's shout out goes to at Joy Steven 898. So she creates videos on faith, emotional wellness, and motivation. You guys should definitely go check out her page and support her by subscribing and interacting with her videos. And if you want your own shout out, do let me know the name in the comment section, the name of your channel and what you do, and you just might be the next to get a shout out. Thank you guys so much. You guys let me know, was this video helpful to you? Have you struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, depression? Do you think you met your goals for 2024? Tell me, just talk to me. Tell me how you feel in the comment section, okay? And yeah, guys, what other videos are you expecting from this entire Vlogmas series? Because I am here to give you guys value, and I'm here to give you what you want, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in my next series of Vlogmas. Bye.